Hey, oozes and bunnies. This is a preview of the most recent Party Planning, an extra podcast that the Join the Party crew makes for our Patreon. If you want to listen to the whole thing, go to patreon.com/jointhepartypod. Check out this preview.
Guys, I have something that I need to admit and share with you all.
Okay.
Maybe let you in on is maybe the proper way to say that.
Okay.
So you know how yesterday was Thanksgiving, right?
It was.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it's the day where we all sit down and we share a meal with our friends and family and maybe people who are less fortunate. But what the secret government cabal, the deep state, don't want you to know is that the day after Thanksgiving, the day that this comes out, that's Thanksgiving, baby. Happy Thanksgiving!
Wow.
It's a holiday for rich people by rich people.
Okay.
This is like reverse Boxing Day. I love this.
Awesome.
Because it's in the same spirit of Boxing Day. It's like, I have too many presents in Victorian England. Here, have some of my extra presents. This is the opposite. I love that.
Is that the origin of Boxing Day?
Yeah, 100%.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And really against my favorite thing about this day until right now, which was leftovers, which, I mean, I don't want to, get ahead of any picks out here, but it feels like leftovers might not be a rich person thing.
Yeah, they're definitely
Amanda,
not.
having too much food that you can have the food the next day, clearly a rich person thing.
No, Julia, I've been to too many rich weddings where there are no food. I think that having too much food is not a rich person. thing.
Yeah,
Having no leftovers is a rich person thing.
Only poor people take the food home from the restaurant.
Exactly.
Right. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what the help eats after the regular dinner. Maybe?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't
or
know.
they just throw it away. Or
No,
they
you just throw away the food. Why would you need sustenance?
Tough.
You
Yeah.
go in front of an unhoused person and you take your plate and then you throw it directly in the trash and laugh at them.
Uh-huh.
That's the
saw a
spirit
joke-
of Thanksgiving.
I saw a joke about this where, it's funny how, every single ethnic group, both of all of the ethnic whites in every single ethnic group, right, and blank American, always has these qualities of oh yeah, we eat food and care about family, and it's really just the WASPs who don't, right?
Yeah.
So I think 100% that's true. Not having food is a rich person thing.
Yeah, Eric, I'm watching Gossip Girl for the first time right now, and you're 100% correct.
Yeah.
You've never been wrong in your life when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I've never been wrong.
You
No.
could have stopped the sentence earlier and save yourself a little energy. I know as poors, we often don't have, enough.
You don't have the restraint
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
You know
use
what the thing
fewer
is? I have to
words.
build up my endurance as a poor so that I can go for longer my work periods
Right.
as the
Yeah,
bosses
yeah.
demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Rough
do just want
hands.
everyone to know that the mascot of Thanksgiving is Christian Santa Claus.
Oh, really?
Sure.
And he does.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he
Go-
takes to then give.
Well, no, he goes down your chimney. This is a different Santa than the good Santa. This
Brandon,
is
this is the Grinch. You're describing the Grinch.
no, but this is a large man in a red suit.
Yeah, no, this is
But that's also the
Coca-Cola.
Grinch.
This is Coca-Cola Santa Claus.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with Brandon.
But he
on
doesn't
this.
go down your chimney. He just breaks into your front door,
Cool.
holds you at gunpoint, and steals your shit.
This is
Great.
Christian Santa Claus. Yeah, that's exactly
This
what
is
happened.
American Santa Claus, if I may. Yeah.
And I said Christian Santa Claus.
Yeah,
I think
you're
I
right.
got
You're
it.
right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
I need
yeah.
to save my energy. You're right.
Well, folks, I've got a list of 20 things here that we should jump into. That's right,
Yes.
folks.
Yes.
It's poor people. Wait, no, it's rich people things, part 2.
Hey.
I'm
the
going to share
re-richening.
the no capital gains taxing.
The further accumulation of capital in an exploitative way to workers. Yay!
Ineen. I'm going to share my screen here with y'all.
Please.
I'm so excited.
This is a turkey that's rich.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I just wanted you to
Brandon, excellent work.
That's
See
awesome.
that.
He's the kind of turkey that will pay off the president so that he's the one that gets pardoned.
Well, see, Julia, he was there on January 6th, so he
Yeah.
will be pardoned anyway.
I know where that turkey was.
Nothing is funnier to me as this is being like a ploy for people to jump up to the $10 tier of our Patreon than us like vaguely summarizing this picture,
Yeah.
which is rich turkey, and you're just gonna have to get the video to
You don't know
understand
what it
we're
looks
talking
like.
about.
Yeah.
You just don't.
You just
Could
don't.
just be a photo of me. Who knows?
Could be Brandon.
I
Let's
don't know.
quickly recap our last segment
boy.
here, though. while
Oh,
we're here.
good.
I'm too rich to read this, so would someone else like to read this? for
I
me?
will. I'm very excited about this because I think this will also help us redefine our categories again. So the categories are that's rich, bougie, sounds fun but not worth it, rich person brain rot, and Brando, you're wrong and poor. And what I like this, which we deepened over last episode, is that each of these have individual qualities instead of it just being a tier list of is it a rich person thing or not.
Yes.
So I really like that. So that's rich, indisputably a rich person thing.
And also something we want.
Right.
If we were rich, this is something that we would genuinely enjoy doing.
Right. So this was getting your furniture recovered,
So good.
your house having a name,
Adorable.
going to a restaurant and getting one of everything because you simply must try it all. But I think we can amend this and say, and then not taking any of it with you.
Not finishing it and not having leftovers.
Yeah, not finishing it at all.
Eric, that's implied, but you're poor, so I'll allow it.
Context is for the poor.
Right. All right. So bougie was next, which is less definitively rich, but also I can see why people do it for the appearance of richness, but I don't want to do it. I think is where we ended up with bougie. Watching tennis, not pumping your own gas, and wearing gloves.
I gotta say, guys, I don't think I've ever seen our community in as much of an uproar as they were at the inclusion of wearing gloves in the bougie category.
I felt very seen. I will say that. I felt very seen.
Sounds fun, but not worth it. Again, I think it's like, oh, we would like this as people, but it's not even worth it enough to demonstrate that you have money. Like it's bougie without the bougie, which is après ski and buying concessions at the movie theater.
Yeah. Even if you can afford it, still not worth it.
Rich person brain rot, which is this is definitely for rich people, but it's stupid. Sailing on a sailboat, sitting by but not getting into the pool, knowing and using the word au pair, calling Europe the continent. And knowing the names of the British royal family. Shout
We
out
got
to
a lot of pushback on that last one.
I mean, that's true. All it did was affirm everything that we said, really.
I will fully admit that this is from the lens of an American rich person.
Yes.
Yes,
If you're
exactly.
British and know the names of your royal family, that's just like a list of who to murder next. So it's
Brandon,
great.
I swear in the last episode you said the exact opposite.
But many British listeners were like, "Yep, not against my will. I do know it."
Right, yeah. That's why that one was like everyone was the most agreed on that. And this is Brandon, you're wrong. This is not, and poor. This is not a rich person thing. Going to the beach, watching a TV show for the costumes.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Upgrading your iPhone and getting a drink with your fast food order.
Now, I will say the Discord did agree with me on that last one. Getting the drink with your fast food order is a rich
We did discuss
person
this
thing.
more. I think this was Brandon's framing of this, but the combo meal, we discussed this. Yeah.
I am definitely willing to say when I was wrong, and I think I was wrong about
That's big
getting
of
a
you.
drink at the fast food order. These days, you can get a 99-cent, any size of soda, but completely understand why that was not on the budget for some people. However, it is middle class. I don't think it's rich.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, Amanda, do you think you can get a 99-cent anything at fast food these days?
Yes, you can, Brandon.
That's the thing they're doing now, Brandon, as they're lowering prices. They're like any size drink, 99 cents.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a rich person, so I don't know these things.
Okay, all right. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That
my
makes
bad.
sense.
I'm a rich person, but I fascinate myself by keeping on top of fast food.
All right, Brandon. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to see where we're going to be.
When
here.
when Amanda joined and it was just me and her on the call for a second, I was like, what if this was just really boring? And I was just like, number 1, money. Number 2, caviar.
Yeah.
Real.
And I think we'd be able to make good content out of it.
I think we
That's
can
just
still
me.
make content. Yeah.
It's funny. I'm wondering now because I've been watching a lot of Billions lately. It's like my not think about show, which is a show purely about what poor people think rich people are like.
Sure.
And
Is that the one with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or is it not?
No, that is Ballers. But you're so close.
I know. I know I'm close.
So
That's why I
close.
made the mistake.
Do you remember the Ballers and Billionaires crossover? That was wild.
Wait, was that actually a thing?
No.
You can't just say things like that. I don't know if they're real.
There is a character who is very well known from Ballers who's not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But they were both on Showtime, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why I was confused.
And I keep thinking about like the things that people think are rich just from like talking to billionaires. And one of which was caviar. And I think caviar's come around as a thing that has been claimed by people who are not rich so that they can look rich. But I guess that's bougie. In our bougie
That's
section.
bougie.
Well,
I
yeah,
think.
there's lots of things that poor people have started doing that then rich people disown because poor people do it now.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think caviar bumps is one of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I agree. Eric, you did miss one real quick on the big top left there. I don't know if you can read it real small, top left.
Oh, right. We put being white
Oh,
really,
right.
really small. I forgot about being white.
Mhm.
Interestingly, a lot less discussion around that than gloves.
It's fair. It's fair.
All right, folks, let's get started. We got a long list to get
Oh,
through.
boy. Yeah,
There we
let's
go.
do it.
All right, folks. Our first one on the list this time is buying your lunch in the school cafeteria.
That was great. My favorite part was the accent work. If you like that, you got to hear the rest of party planning by joining the Patreon at patreon.com/jointhepartypod.